you all kind of gather in just a little bit, I appreciate it. Mayor Harris, you'll come join me. I didn't mean to kill the buzz of the party, but no, thank you all, everyone, for being here. We've got a very brief program, but I would be remiss if we didn't thank the Jackson-Madison County community, and it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Jimmy Harris, who's the mayor of Madison County, to say a few welcoming remarks.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, I'm glad to be here. We're glad you're here, and we're glad y'all are here. We're glad to have Clearloop in this community. You know, if you look next door here, I believe that was about 3 or 4 years ago when that started. And we have a solar farm out on, I believe it's 238, 138, 238, and another one planned. But the point is that what these folks are doing is creating a facility that is renewable energy, which I think everybody understands, and it gives companies an opportunity to be able to participate in something like this to allow them to have, I guess you'd say, a green footprint in their company. So we appreciate y'all being here very much. Thank you all for coming. We look forward to coming back and cut a ribbon on this thing when it's over with. So thank you.
And we will actually do that not too long. I think next on the program is Laura Zapata, my partner, the CEO of Clearloop.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Obviously, this is our groundbreaking. This is a big deal for us at Clearloop because even though we are a brand new startup, we are building brand new infrastructure right here in West Tennessee, and we couldn't be more proud. So thank you all so much for celebrating with us. Before I go into my whole spiel, I want to thank one of our biggest partners in all of this. The Jackson Chamber has been fantastic. They have been really a big welcoming part of trying to bring and make sure that folks know what Jackson is all about, that they're welcoming clean new energy projects right here in this community, and what that means for the county, what that means for not just access to clean energy, but also access to jobs and using solar projects as an economic development tool. So we're thrilled. So I want to hand it over to Kyle Spurgeon, the president of the chamber here in Jackson.
Thank you, Laura. It's always fun following Mayor Harris because when he speaks, he comes to me and says, "Hey, I forgot a few things. Would you say this?" And, he's got some fellow elected officials that are here today, and we would like to recognize those. So I know Chris Todd is one. Our state representative is here. So thank you, Chris. Anybody else? I know I saw Tommy Gobbles, the county commissioner, and maybe some other folks here. I did an interview with WBBJ a few minutes ago, and they asked the question, how many jobs does this project create? Laura and Bob could probably answer that question. I can't. It'll create some construction jobs, but solar projects in and of themselves, that's not why as a community we get so interested in these type of facilities. The reason a chamber, a mayor, a county mayor, a city mayor, state representatives get so interested in these type projects is because it makes a Jackson, Tennessee and a West Tennessee more attractive to Fortune 500 companies, and any company that has got to meet renewable energy goals. We had a client visit Jackson yesterday, very large company, international company that looked at a site right down the road. Part of what we had to answer was, how can you help us meet our renewable energy goals? We talked about projects like this. Had we not been able to answer that question, there wouldn't have been a visit number 2. We compare renewables now to what fiber was back around 1995 and 2000. Communities that cannot answer the question, do you have fiber to my site, are not going to see another project visit. Communities that can answer the renewable energy question are going to continue to grow. So that's why we're glad Clearloop is here. Silicon Ranch is invested in this community. Jackson and West Tennessee are going to create newer, and better paying jobs because of these type facilities. So thank all of you for being here. Thank Clearloop for this investment.
And of course, we want to thank our partners, JEA, the Jackson. Obviously, this project will be interconnected right here where we're standing is the future home of our 1 megawatt solar project. So we'll have over 2,000 panels that will be right here, and they'll be connecting to this local community. So thanks to JEA and TVA for their partnership in helping us bring this to life. And every time, so somebody asks me, how does it work? How do I know my electricity is coming from solar? Anytime you turn on your lights, you don't think about where that solar is coming from or that electricity is coming from. And now we will know that part of that electricity will be powered by right here by the sun. So we're really proud of that. Next in our agenda, we obviously want to thank all of our great partners. Clearloop is a brand new startup, and the way that we work is basically working with companies big and small. These are Fortune 500 companies. You'll see them, some of them represented right here, like our partners at Intuit. They're really pioneering and trying to figure out how do they invest their dollar in some good sustainability, but things that bring jobs back home. And so that was their mission. But then we also then saw so many other partners, 10 different companies that came together, and 4 of them are represented here today. So we really want to give a shout out to Cool Perks. They're one of the first companies. They're based in Seattle. We'll have Lou in a little bit tell us a little bit more about what her company does and why they decided to invest with Clearloop. But we also have Material Bank. They're right down the road in Memphis and in North Mississippi, and they are also helping us build this project. We also have Patch. They are a Silicon Valley based company. They're a brand new startup as well. And they are invested with their all of their partners also invested in this project. And we have Amy here represented them. And then we have Stacy. She is a author. She wrote a children's book about renewable energy, and her entire book will now be reclaiming their carbon footprint, basically taking responsibility for the carbon footprint that was created in that book by helping us build this project. So we're thrilled to also have folks like Vista Equity Partners, Aether Diamonds, a diamond company, Hello Bello, a baby product company, Impact Snacks, Drops, a detergent company, and even singer-songwriter Jason Isbell. So all of these very different folks came together to help us build this project, and we're so thrilled to welcome them all to West Tennessee and help them celebrate this community alongside us and make this project a reality. So I want to turn it over to Lou. She's the CEO of Cool Perks. They flew in all the way from Seattle, saw this field a couple of months ago when it was just them and a couple of partners, and now this is coming a reality. Thank you, Lou. You know, when I met Laura, the first time I met Laura, she was in an elevator holding a yellow cowbell. Of course, I had to ask her, what was this bell for? And she answered, she wanted to put it on a sheep. And I knew from then on, she would be my best friend. And we've been mutton busting together ever since. Hi, I'm Lou Suskey. I am the CEO and co-founder of Cool Perks. When we started this company, my husband and I, we wanted to transform the swag industry from a toxic environmental polluter to a conscientious connector of people and values. And from there, we started gathering carbon emissions data on all consumer products from concept to end of life. And we did this because we wanted to provide our clients with actionable data they can use in their purchasing decisions. Well, throughout this process, we began to build a supply chain scoring system that businesses can use to measure against their own climate impact. And we needed to do more than just measure. We needed to have a way that we can start reclaiming our
our business activities, are the emissions that our businesses all contribute to. And we found several different sources. We found tree planting. We found clean drinking water programs. And this just wasn't enough. This wasn't trackable enough. This wasn't verifiable enough, and it was too small. And in the process of looking for Clearloop, we finally found our partner. And we're so glad to be here. We're so very excited to be here because in order to have a more sustainable path forward for all businesses, we needed to have a way to create more of a ripple effect, a bigger impact. And because of their impact on the community, Clearloop has shown that there is a way forward, and we're so excited to be here.
All right, we're going to wrap this up with a little bit of symbolism. So we have a time capsule kit that we have right here. It's called, you will see it over here. It says, "This is a relic of the past." Inside of it, it's a bunch of representation of coal and other sort of pollutants that we're burning right now that are hurting our air and our environment. And so our hope is that by investing in this project today, we'll be generating clean electricity for the next 40 years. In 40 years, in 2062, many of us will be right here celebrating the fact that this project is just the first step in making carbon a relic of the past. So we're really proud of what we're doing here today. We're so excited to celebrate alongside you, to get to do it here in our home state. And so we'll do the more formal part of this thing. We're going to invite all of y'all to come over here and write a little something that you want to leave in the past. So whether it's this pandemic or anything else you want to, bad boyfriend, whatever, that you want to leave in the past, we want to invite you to do that. And just write it down. We'll put it in this time capsule, and then we'll bury it. And then our partners at Silicon Ranch will be helping us build this project. They have a project right next door. And then this project will be generating clean electricity starting in July of next year. So we'll be back for that. We're thrilled that you're here. Thank you so much. We'll do a photo op with our shovels and our things. So all of our partners, Patch, Material Bank, Stacy, Cool Perks, all the folks from the community. If y'all want to come over here, we'll take a big shot picture. And then for everybody, if you want to leave things in the past, please write a note here and we'll put it in this time capsule. Thank you.